guys, so today I'm going to do a tag video, and I have not done a tag video in forever. I cannot remember the last tag that I did, but I thought I would answer these questions. This is the Would You Rather Project Pan edition created by Courtney K here on YouTube, and I watched her and I watched it and I was like, gonna do that, and I'm really excited. I started doing project panning officially the beginning of 2015, so about a year and a half, but I really, was working and focusing on products before then and still working on empties, but just not, posting project pan videos because I didn't know the type of project pan videos that I wanted to do. So, there are 10 questions. We'll just get started with them. The first one is, would you rather do a year-long project pan or 4 3-month project pans? And the way I do project panning is every month I pick different products, and I think next year I might do a year-long project pan and then just the monthly ones kind of, use up specific things. So I'd rather do a year-long one because I could still do the format that I do, that every month I kind of change products possibly. I kind of start a new project pan each month, which has really helped me. But if I still did that year-long project pan, I could put the products, in the months that work for it in that, So I would do a year-long project pan because I could still do the format that I feel like works better for me. Would you rather pan an eyeshadow palette or face palette? And you can only use this palette until it is gone. So to be honest with you, I don't have a face palette. So I would pick an eyeshadow palette just because I don't actually own a face palette. And I feel like those would take a lot longer. I like the Pan That palette I'm doing right now. I'm doing an eyeshadow Pan That palette currently, and it has a ton of shades, 144 actually, but they're really tiny pans, and so I'm able to get through them rather quickly and see my progress rather quickly. So I do like that. So I think I would pick the eyeshadow just because I don't own a face palette, and I think those would take in general a lot longer because I feel like the pans would be bigger. Like you might only have 4 things, like highlighter, bronzer, and 2 blushes, but since there's such a big pans, you don't use that much, I feel like it would take forever to see progress, which would frustrate me. Would you rather, number 3, would you rather pan a red eyeshadow or a red lipstick? Definitely a red lipstick. I don't know. It depends on the size of the red eyeshadow, I guess, because I do have some red eyeshadows kind of on today, actually. I actually do have some red eyeshadows on today, so it depends on the pan of the red eyeshadow. Red lipstick doesn't bother me either, as I'm wearing a nude, but it's in my project pan for the month. And my Pan That palette has a bunch of crazy colors, so the red's on here. So, I could incorporate it every day. I don't know if I would want to, but I don't know. That would be hard. It would have to depend on maybe the season, because if it was summertime, definitely the red eyeshadow, but maybe in the winter time, I'd rather have a red lipstick just because I feel like red eyeshadow in the winter time looks really weird. So it would really depend on when you're talking about. Would you rather wear a lipstick or blush for 6 months and to use it up, or just 6 months straight? So, would you rather wear a lipstick or a blush for 6 months straight? Probably a blush, because, it would depend. This is hard. Man, maybe I shouldn't have done this tag video. I think I would pick a blush just because, you can add different blush. You can mix blushes. You can mix lipsticks too. So if I had a really nude lipstick, that'd be okay because I can mix it. But I think I would pick the blush. But my skin, again, it's kind of a timing thing because my skin changes drastically in the summertime. As you can tell, I'm getting pretty dark. And so some blushes that are way too pigmented for me in the winter time are perfect for me in the summertime. So I think I would go with a blush, but it would again be a hard one to pick. Would you rather do a Project 100 pan or Project 50 pan roulette over the course of a year? See, I don't have that many. I have over 100 makeup products for sure. You saw my inventory, but I don't know if I could finish them in a year. I might. I've never done a roulette. That terrifies me, but I might try a roulette just because there's less of them. yeah. So I think I would go with the roulette, even though those give me a heart attack and they stress me out, like trying to pick it out, and then you have to like think about what matches that category. And a lot of I don't have a large variety of like makeup brands and stuff or price ranges, so I think it'd be really difficult to have a project roulette that like would fit my collection at the same time. But I'd rather focus on 50 products than 100, so we'll go with the 50. Would you use up your favorite product to get use out of it, or use up your least favorite product to get rid of it? And I've heard some people different answers. A lot of people pick their favorite product to get use out of it. However, where I'm at in my collection and I cannot declutter makeup. I can't, like I've tried and I've done a few, but I can't like do a massive declutter. So I think I would use up my least favorite product just because of where I'm at in my collection. I feel like in a few years or maybe a year, depending on the category as well, because there are some categories that I just have like my favorite products. But in a few years, I feel like I would definitely pick my favorite product. But right now, I'm still using my favorite products, but there's definitely some that I throw in each month in my project. There's definitely some that I throw in each month in my project pan that I don't like that much. If you watched this month, there was a lip gloss that I just didn't like, but I finished it and I was really, really excited. I felt a lot of satisfaction in finishing it and being able to cross it off my list instead of being sad and like wanting to repurchase it. So right now I would do my least favorite until I could like, I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. These are really long-winded answers. I apologize. And I'm looking on my phone in case you're curious. Would you rather pan all of your makeup until it's gone or declutter it all to start fresh? I would rather, ideally declutter it all and start fresh, but that's expensive. I just told you I can't declutter, so that's kind of like unrealistic. So I'd rather use up all my makeup until it's gone. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now, to be honest with you, is using up my makeup because, like I said, I can't declutter. And I'm trying to save money, so it's kind of a double-edged sword right now. And it works out really well because I'm trying to use up what I have and not because I can't declutter, and I'm saving money because I'm using up products. And the last 2 months I haven't had to purchase anything, like any little bit of makeup, nothing, like not chapstick, not mascara, not foundation, because I have enough right now that I don't need it. And so probably use up my makeup just because I realistically cannot declutter it or have the funds to justify purchasing even the bare minimum of what I wanted. Would you rather lose your favorite product or have to purchase a product you hate? I would definitely lose my favorite product because there are a lot of products, like I don't really know what products I'd be losing here, but there are a lot of, whether it's a lip product or different products that are very, very similar, the price range might be a little bit different. So maybe my favorite product was drugstore and the similar one is a high-end one that's really expensive. So I definitely would rather do that because I am working on decluttering my collection. I don't want to bring anything in, whether I like it or don't like it, to be honest at this point. I'd rather just lose something because then it takes away, and then once I'm finished with everything in that, or most things in that category, I can find something similar to that one if it really was my favorite product. Would you rather pan a glitter eyeshadow or black lipstick? You have to use it every day until it's gone. Definitely a glitter eyeshadow, because depending on the glitter, you might be able to use it as a highlight too. You might be able to like multi-purpose it, but definitely a glitter eyeshadow because you could just put a little bit on. Black lipstick, I don't think you could use that as eyeliner, and if you watch my videos for any length of time, you know I don't put a lot of heavy eyeliner on. So even if you could use it as an eyeliner, it would take me forever. So and I have a lot of eyeliners I'd like to get through. So probably a glitter eyeshadow. I really like glitter eyeshadows currently. I don't think that I have any glitter eyeshadow on today, but I do like glitter eyeshadow, and that's what I would pick, because you might be able to use a highlight. You could probably just put a little bit on each day. Like, it wouldn't have to be like all glitter on your eyelid. Number 10, you can tag specific friends or just everyone to do the tag. And I'm just going to tag everyone. There's been a lot of people that I've seen do this tag and a lot of people that I would have like tagged. So I'm just going to tag everyone who wants to do that. Like I said, you could do it on Instagram or in the comments or make a video, but let me know if you make a video. I'd love to watch it and see your answers and see, you know, your take on the questions. Definitely subscribe so you can see more of my project pans. My June project pan finale should be up next Tuesday, so definitely, like I said, subscribe so you can see that video. And there's a Pan That Palette playlist on my channel, so you could check that out as well if you are interested in project pan videos. So I'll talk to you later. Bye!